Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Doki Blue Skies mod. This is episode 3. Last episode, and so far it seems like this isn't much different than the original game besides some text change, so I'll put a warning if you can skip this episode if this isn't much different, because so far it's pretty much the same and it's kind of boring. I'd like skip over the whole edit, so if I miss any edits, that's why. Because I just skip over because it's too boring to watch. Which isn't really good idea to record if it's boring. But I'm trying to see where it's going, if it goes somewhere. But so far it's kind of boring. And it's nice, seeing reliving this, but we'll see after this, so let's start. Let's see, anxiety, I have that a lot. Cute. Kitty. Bunny. Like try and be peaceful, try to be happy. Despite everything despite all the tragedies that's going on. And even if I'm broken a little inside. And I wish I could turn back time. Oh, of course that one's Yuri. Entropy, Cube, oh of course that's Yuri. Family is important. Playground. Analysis, I should have picked games. I didn't see games down there. Anime. Hair, I love my hair. Johnny, yes papa. Of course that one was Natsuki. I didn't think it would be, for some reason. Clumsy, I'm kind of clumsy. Bouncy. And she's bouncy. Doki, that's the name of the game. Of course I'm gonna pick that. I've been talking too much about suicide like last week. Because the way I was feeling, that would just be... Never mind. But I have a big imagination. How the fuck was that Yuri? God damn it. Pretty sure I got Natsuki, but... Damn. See, I'm not just trying to get Natsuki. But I'm trying to get Natsuki, but I'm not trying. I'm not picking everything I know that Natsuki will like, only because she likes it. I'm just picking things that I like. Not that it makes a difference. But... whatever. Just a few days ago, I never would have thought I'd look forward to an extracurricular so much. Here I am, back for another club meeting and anticipating new antics from everybody. It's different from this time. I'm turning this fan on low. It's only been 4 minutes since I turned it off and it's already hot. Because I'm not even in... as you see, it looks different now. I'm in a room now. I took over the room that someone else was in. And not in the living room where the air conditioning is at. Whatever, the usual scene awaits me as I step into the club room. Hi, Red. Hey, Story. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hey, I'm still not used to being in the club, that's all. Is that so? Well, it's nice to see you so cheery. Anyway, what's new? Oh, I've got some exciting news. What's up? Is this old text or new text? Did you know the student store sells the brand new brand of strawberry milk now? No, strawberry milk. I saw it when I passed on my way here. Is there nobody out there? There shouldn't be anything. I should have known better. Didn't expect actual news from Shiori. No, I don't think I've tried it yet, because I'm not particularly a fan of strawberry, except when it comes to Pedialyte. But even then, I don't like it that much. I don't know, strawberry milk is usually too sweet for me. I don't really like it. I just like how what? But it goes great with melon bread. I've never had that either. Sure, you could eat a pocket of raw sugar and you'd still say it's not sweet enough. Hey, that's an exaggeration. Seriously though, it goes really well with bread. So milk is sweet, but it has a unique tart strawberry flavor that's eased by the richness of the milk. And you pair that with fresh bread, the sweetness spread out even more, so that it has the right just amount of flavor. Wow, when did you become Gordon Ramsay? Huh, I'm a food expert, so you should trust me on this. I would think Natsuki would be the food expert. I mean, given how many snacks you eat every day, I don't doubt that you know your food well. Your snack's well. I'm gonna take that as a compliment, you meanie. So I'm a meanie for giving her a compliment. Anyway, aren't you hungry now? Talk about food always makes me hungry. Yeah, so stop talking about it. Not that you mentioned it, maybe a little. Great, let's go to the food store and buy snacks together then. Wait, now? Ah, now I see what she's getting at. This was all an effort to start up that one scene where she asked me for money. I already know. Red, why are you looking at me like that? I already know. Well, sure, I have a nagging suspicion that you're only trying to convince me to come because you don't have any money. Wow, that was a big conversation just to lead up to this snack conversation. Nice. And you just want me to buy you a snack. What? I would never do that. Oh really? Then let's see your purse. Huh? Your purse. Let's see it. She laughs awkwardly as she pulls out her purse. She opens it and dumps the contents onto the desk. 2 small coins fall out. Tisk, tisk, tisk. This lose might actually work if Shiori had not pulled it on me numerous times when we were younger. The amount of times she's managed to trick me to buying her another ice cream. I guess some things never change. Nice try, Shiori. No fair, how'd you know? Haha. Now wouldn't you like to know? Let's just call it intuition. And in fact, I've done this before. In response, she sticks her tongue out at me. Typical. Very soundly giggles. Eh? I didn't know she was eavesdropping. Why was you eavesdropping? Conversation that we've already had before. That about money, shameless. Oh wow. Oh, that was harsher than I expected. Oh no. Hey, you should be fine. You're right. You're right. Alright, I wasn't expecting that to get it. I just wanted to start reading so quickly. Not that I wasn't looking forward to it, because I definitely was. Well, let's get going. Alright, I'll follow you. Natsuya excitedly walks over to the closet as I trail behind. Oh, here's this situation. Oh no. You're gonna like this volume, Red. All that overwatching plot that... What? Monica? No, what did that say? All this overarching plot you've been wanting, finally. Freaking Monica. I just got a Discord message. What, something wrong? She always moves my stuff. Too high to where I can't reach it. She knows I'm short. How about that? The teacher got mad about how much room your stuff was taking up and moved it around. I was going to try and put it back, but I didn't have enough time this way. That's just great. Natsuki attempts to reach the top shelf with little success. Monica was right there. Why don't you ask her to do it? She moves around some school supplies. She lowered herself to make room. There. That's plenty of room. I'm moving these back down. This is probably pretty much the same scene. If it's different, I'll show it. You can see something taller. I told you I didn't need your help. Oh, this is where it goes bad. Oh, it's wiggling. Steady, steady. Oh no, here it is. She grabs it, and then, oh, it's gonna fall. Oh, she's gonna fall. Wait, it didn't even show the scene of, where are you looking? I'm glad, because... God, look what you did, idiot. I'm glad that it took out that scene. Okay, it's cool. It's fine enough for here now. What I did? You made me drop the books. You would have fallen from the chair if I didn't save you. I would have been fine, so I saved her this time. Nice. As he turns back to the closet as if reflecting on the events that just occurred. As she turns back, she lowers her head. Okay, maybe you did help. She has a hard time saying help me from falling. So, thanks. Not like I needed it or anything, but thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, we should probably clean this mess up. We both get on our knees and begins cleaning up the spilled manga novels. Luckily, none of them got damaged in the fall. Only around 15 books or so we finished fairly quickly. Once everything is back in the box, Natsu puts the box back on the shelf, but not before I snag the second volume. Still want to read? All will be done. The expression on screen makes it priceless. I can't help but smile. I know, right? And all in all, I'm pretty satisfied with this manga. Of course you are. Natsuki's right. It gets really good in the second volume. You right? I was right, wasn't I? You right? Yep, that was pretty good. You right? Told you so. You right? Alright, everyone. It's time to show poems again. Guess we'll read some more later. You sound like you're excited. Haha, I am. I give Natsuki a wait before heading back to my seat. I grab my poem. Natsuki, I'll talk to you first this time. Best to last this time. Natsuki reads my poem. By now, she should have read it at least twice. Brrrr. Is there a problem? Is everything alright? Huh? Oh, yeah. Natsuki looks down at my poem. I hope it's not too echoing here. Because it's really quiet. It's good. Okay, really good. There, I said it. And what's the problem? This wasn't how it's supposed to go. It was supposed to be, haha, I'm the pro. You're supposed to write like me. Instead, you just showed me up. Natsuki, I do write like you. Huh? My style is heavily influenced by yours. Did you notice that before? Natsuki reads my poem once more. It's completely red as she reads, so when she finishes, she looks down at the floor. Why me saying her face turns red makes my face turn red? Natsuki, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. Not only is your poetry really good, you also fight against the trend of normal poetry, and you fight hard. That alone is pretty impressive, and you fight against the idea that you have to be metaphorical with your writing, and even in songs like Taylor Swift did with her recent album, which I love Taylor Swift, but her new album sucks. Too depressing, too sad, don't like it. 0 out of 10. Unlike her 11 out of 10 album last year. Best. Artist of the decade for sure. Not this decade though. 2020, why you do this? You made Taylor Swift suck. I feel bad. Natsuki takes a moment to digest what I said. Maybe other people like it. It's still #1 on the Billboard, so good job, Taylor. Really? Really? It's like, really? You like I was just talking about. No. Thanks. No problem. Now let's see your poem. Ooh, I can't wait to see what this changes. Yeah, sure. I don't get it. I don't get why people will hate on good rhymes. They act like it's dumb and it's a waste of their time. I don't do self-free verse, that's debatable. Or deep subject types, that's very debatable. Be dark all you want, just keep in your gripes. Oh sure, you can tell me if you have a problem. Just keep it constructive and things will be awesome. I don't think that really rhymes with problem. Oh, problem? Awesome? I guess so. I'd like you to know that our readers will differ. There is no best style. You old smuggled glue sniffer. You smuggled glue sniffer. I get it. My poems may be simple and often straightforward, but charm can be found in such whimsy and order. Not all poems can be as complex as you like. If you think otherwise, you can go take a hike. What about kids, or elderly too? Some read for fun. I guess unlike you. Let us just go and enjoy what is written. You won't like it at all, that much is a given. But give things a chance, you might find something nice. Just open your mind, and that will suffice. Wow, taking shots at Yuri. So, what do you think? I mean, it's well written. It's well written, at least. I'm not sure how I should confront Natsuki about this. But to say that she still holds from yesterday would be an understatement. God forbid Yuri see this poem. Hey, well that's a given. But yeah, you could say that I was inspired. I could tell. It felt really good to pound out these lines. And poetry is an amazing emotional outlet, you know? True. But anyway, I could show Yuri this poem. Wait, hold on. What? Natsuki, do you really think that showing her this poem is a good idea? Are you really going at her throat with this? Didn't she just say that she can't show her, or is that she can? Don't you think that you should work out your issues with her? Yeah, well, she never tries to see things my way. You should be the better person and do it. So why should I? I think that's the wrong way to go about this. Relationships are a two-way street. Both people have to work to make things right. Why don't you try to be the bigger person? Just talk to her first. Me and Red got that down. But I already know that she's not gonna try. She's just always so preoccupied with looking complicated and smart. and dark and mysterious. It's clear to me that she doesn't care if anyone can understand her, including me, especially me. You can't understand her if you don't even try. So is this like focusing on their issues more? This version of the game? She might speak using more complex a more complex vocabulary, and she may have mannerisms that seem strange to you. But from what I've seen from both of you, she's more similar to you than you might think. That's... Aren't you judging a book by its cover right now? Irk. Well, whatever. You can't hold this judge forever, you know. At least, think of Monica and Shiori. Fine, I won't show Yuri my poem. Are you happy? I won't happy until you try to talk to her. She's not gonna bite, Natsuki. She might do other things, but those will only be directed at herself. She only does, yes. Ugh. Alright, I get it. I'll try to talk to her sometime. Thanks. You're gonna do the club proud. Shut it. But you know, I'm glad that we share a similar writing style at least. It's cool to talk to someone who, well, gets me. I keep saying things wrong because I keep reading ahead. I've been enjoying sharing with you. So consider yourself lucky. Alright, I will. I'll be looking forward to tomorrow. Same here. Well, it's only 18 minutes. Whom should I show my poem to next? Like I said, best to last. Ooh, I really like this one, Red. It's cute, just like Natsuki. Better than yesterday's, huh? Let me think. It's cute, just like Natsuki's. I'm waiting for her to actually say that line. I guess I like them both. I feel like that's what she said. That's not very helpful, you know. I'm sorry. I'm probably not the best person to get feedback from. Speaking of feedback, do you want to read my poem now? Sure. I don't know what hers is going to be. It's pretty much the same one as before, isn't it? Yeah, it is somewhat warm and very conscious of the cheeriness I'm used to with Shiori. Although, maybe I'm looking into this much, but the end of the poem is really dark. And you said you've been in touch with your feelings recently, so I'm just checking. Is everything okay? Of course, silly. I forgot to tell you, I really like writing about bittersweet stuff. Stuff that isn't just happy or just sad. I make sure of it too. And this poem shows what I mean. That's pretty much my post all the time. I'm like, yeah, this is happy. I got so many views on YouTube. But that doesn't help my stomach though. That's the stuff I'd be posting about on Facebook. And this poem shows what I mean. It's just my writing style. It's just how I talk. I just show the good and bad of everything, I suppose. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Well, either way, I'm glad you're enjoying writing so much. I hope you keep it up. Good to have a hobby. Need a fan. Of course, and hopefully you'll also stick with it. So I look forward to seeing all the poems you write in the future. Yeah, I wonder what tomorrow's the last poem day. I wonder what will happen after that. Well, no guarantees there, but judging from the passion in Shiori's eyes, it's hard to be pessimistic. Next, Monica. Hey, Monica. Hi again, Red. Hey, Monica. I'm trusting that the club's been doing you well? Same answer as yesterday, I suppose. That's nice to hear. So how's the writing going? It's alright, I suppose. Just alright. No, I guess I should revolutionize my world and brought color into my previously lifeless life. Well, I say that, but the club, if not the poetry, really has made my days more interesting. Okay. Cutting it with the sarcasm, mister. Hey, I was a bit sarcastic. At least you're not hating it, though, right? No, it's really been an interesting experience, at least. No, I was definitely being sarcastic. It gives me a new hobby to do. I'm happy that you're applying yourself, at least. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I won't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? I mean, I kinda have to. Here you go. Alright, I can say they put some good effort here, based on Natsuki's. Yeah, I guess so. No need to look so nervous, I was just saying. Natsuki must have rubbed off on you. I mean, it's only natural that someone's writing style would rub off on me given how much I've been spending time with all you more experienced writers, especially her. Not to mention we have similar interests anyway. That does make sense, but I want you don't want you to feel forced to imitate everyone else's style just to pander us either. It's not like that's what the game's about, so just write however you want. Anyway, Natsuki's poems are cute because they tend to put an emphasis on meter, rhyme scheme, and simple, straightforward words. These all contribute to her giving her poetry a more sing-song quality. You could say that her poems become almost musical with their inherent beats. I know, right? You could probably make a remix out of how I was saying it earlier. If you edit out all the smart remarks I made and saying how it's... Of course, the words she uses are just plain cute as well. This is all just to say your poetry has the same qualities. Ah, so my poetry is cute. I guess I do some of that stuff. I just like playing around with the syllables and trying to get my poems to flow. That's definitely one of the main differences between poetry and prose. Prose? What's that mean? In poetry, where you're able to change up how you want words to be said and even perceived. I'm going to keep turning that off and on because I don't want it to get too hot, but I don't want it to play band on too. And speaking of flow, have you ever noticed that rap is kind of like another form of poetry? When they said flow, I'm like, rap. I never thought about it that way. No, I totally did. Yeah, I guess song lyrics are just another form of poetry. In fact, wasn't we just talking about that the other day? Oh, we were talking about this somewhere. Was it in this last episode, or was it in the video I watched? Especially rap, since they need to focus on wordplay and fitting lines to rhythms. No, it was a Day by Day stream I was thinking about. Because we talked about making a remix. I actually used to hate rap music. Well, I don't think that's too uncommon a sentiment. I mean, I kind of don't like it. I don't hate it, but I don't like the new rap. Eminem's still kind of good, but that's about it. Fortunately, some of my friends got me more into it and helped me keep an open mind. In fact, the closest to rap that I listen to is remixes that have like a rap kind of sound, like in some of PewDiePie's videos. It might sound kind of silly, but I wish I had a rapper in that literature club. Whatever, you talked about that originally. I already know. I just think it would be really interesting to see what they come up with. If I find any rappers, I'll let you know. If Laurel ever plays this game, ooh, that reminds me of a laptop. Laurel could do that. Lose the challenge that he never did 2 years ago. He could play the original Doki. Does it have it on Steam? Oh, I have to wait till I'm done with this. Because for some reason, I don't want to mess this game up. Because I think it was saying I accidentally opened up the original game and it said, yeah. But in the meantime, you want to show me your poem now? It's about time we let your poem shine. Oh, that was nice. Sure thing, Red. I like the way that this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Is it going to be the same or different? Pressurized. Pressurized. I float there, in vast, hollow emptiness, large but small, grandiose and overwhelming. I've never heard that word before. Yet a dust moat? Drifting, meandering, carried along, wandering, meandering. I don't know. Monica, please. An endless void. But then I realize my eyes open, bloodshot, my mouth opens, gasping for breath in this crushing, suppressing, restraining, boundless, everlasting, suffocating vacuum of torment. Atmosphere, Pascal, Tor, screaming with no mouth, stretching, restraining, unrelenting, clawing with no nails, disintegrating in a suffocating poem of absence. The echoing in this room really made that fit. Well, holy shit. This is something I would expect from Yuri. Oh my god, if Monica's this bad, what's Yuri's gonna be? Because Monica knows. She knows this isn't right. I gotta fix it soon or things are gonna go bad. It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? Right, you don't even know. Really freeform, too, if that's what you call it. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. Gave me the kind of creeps, but it's just the kind of thing I've never really See, that red's well, I've never seen before, I suppose. The girls don't do stuff nearly as much as you, at least. Wait till you see Yuri's poem. Yeah, you could say they're a bit more traditional when it comes to their structure. But I kind of like playing with my space on the paper, I can tell. Yeah. Almost like magic of how it makes, especially capitalizing, making things, it fragments everything and leaves a dissonant tone with the reader. A creepy tone. I see. Soka. I guess there's a lot of things you can do with poetry. Definitely. Poetry is very much an art form. You're meant to craft poems using never-before-seen combinations of words to interpret the world around you. You really love poetry, huh? I can see me doing some nice edits with you in a poem too, like I did with the original Doki series. Maybe you should write a poem about poetry someday. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, it's still hard for me to tell what your poem's about. You know, I just realized I'm not hearing my audio coming from my mic. So you probably have been hearing my phone's audio the time. And if that's the case, it's gonna sound like shit. Holy crap. Oh my god. Alright, so yeah. I realized I didn't have my microphone on the whole time. I'll probably mention something about it in the intro, but I hope that the fan was not too loud on the right side. But if anything, I don't know. I might just re-record those parts or something. If it gets too bad, I'll re-record it. But yeah, edit that out. But now that I have my mic, I have the fan on for a little bit. It shouldn't affect the mic too much. But if it makes you feel better, any better, it's making me not be super hot and sweaty. I don't know how that'll make you feel better. But anyway, it's still hard for me to tell what your poem's about. Oh, I know what it is. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem could be as abstract as a philosophical, yeah, whatever. Conversation with the reader. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share poems because you're afraid it's not too good? Well, now we've all done that, yeah. Find writes for people to share them with, yeah. But because instead of telling them that your writing is good or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything they went to and the things you can work on. Yeah, that's what James does, which I've said before, and Mandy too. Yep, you're right. That's my advice to today. Thanks for listening and not reading my text at all, Red. Who should I poem much for next? Oh, guess I'm done. Oh, I guess I'll do Yuri. Alright, let me take a look at your piece for today. How are you gonna like it, Yuri? I must say, I like this poem a fair bit more than yesterday's. Even this early, your skills are improving remarkably. Really? Thanks, Yuri. That means a lot. I know how much you care about this sort of thing. It's really no trouble. I know sometimes writing can be a daunting task, so don't be too concerned if things don't always work out. Pushing the boundaries in poetry can be a great thing. Metaphors might seem complicated sometimes, but don't stress them out too much. Well, if you'd like to see an example of that, I've written something that captures that essence. Sure, I'd love to take a look. I like how she was talking only about her style of poem, did not elaborate at all what I was talking about. She's like, your poem's good. I feel like poems like mine are the best poems. Wow, Yuri, okay. I didn't expect any less, though. I'd love to take a look. Something you've written, I'm sure it'll floor me. Yuri smiles shyly, handing me her poem. Resist. A whimsical tiny Sarah's friend, sleeps along with my amber bookend, dreaming about it a sanguine day, where mirrored slender lampposts play. She beckons me, her hand extends, piercing pupils readily send. Rend, azure channels bend and twist, cautiously held above the wrist. However, she finds her advantage shunned, always cackling, always stunned, never able to find the lance. Across my arm she's never danced. Perhaps it would be for the best if I laid her down to rest, while I haven't given in to painful pleading from within. I think that it might be smart to save the song of fumbling hearts, last tears to make my dizzily fall, and answer her violent, virulent call. Yep, don't get it. I feel a bit guilty after yesterday's argument with Natsuki. I feel like it might have been directed towards Natsuki, but I still don't get it. I wanted to experiment with my style a bit more. Hopefully it's not too confusing. No, it's fine. Even if it's a bit more involved than yesterday's, I still like it. I'm noticing a lot more symbolism as well. Imagine Red getting it more than I did. I don't want to assume anything, but the tone of this poem, I'm not sure how to describe it. Yes. I really want to test my ability in creative expression. Yeah, it's definitely directed toward Natsuki. I didn't go too far, did I? No, it's really good. I just don't know if I'm good enough at this to deduce the meaning. If I had to explain it, it's about a closely guarded secret. I imagine everyone has a little something like that. Something that forces to keep to themselves for fear of ridicule. If you know what I mean. It's nice to be able to write about this sort of thing every now and then without knowing what I'm talking about. If it's something you enjoy doing, shouldn't you write about it more? No, Red. Well, it's not that simple. It's something that I'm comfortable with talking about. I'm not sure people would understand. 'Cause I don't want the world to see me. 'Cause I don't think that they'd understand. Well, I guess as long as it's not hurting anyone, people shouldn't pry. Do you think so? I know so. Sorry, I was thinking of something. It's a good point, though. The best I could do is try and embrace my own weirdness, right? I don't think what you think. That's not weirdness. Otherwise, I think I'd hate myself. Thank you for allowing me to ramble. Yeah, it's alright. Alright, everyone. We're done reading each other's poems, right? Actually, Natsuki and I haven't shared yet. Uh-oh, I can feel a storm coming on. Yuri hesitantly approaches Natsuki, who isn't meeting her eyes. And considering Natsuki's poem for today, it's no wonder that she doesn't want to share with Yuri. Judging by Monica and Yuri's anxious expressions, they seem to be thinking along the same lines as I am. I can practically see Natsuki sweating pinballs. What? Meanwhile, Yuri appears to be blissfully unaware of the situation. I'd convinced Natsuki to reconcile with Yuri, but if she sees Natsuki's poem, well, it's all over. And it'll be another argument. So, Natsuki, if I may, it's getting a little bit dark. How about we do this tomorrow instead? I'm not, feeling well. It's my time of the month. I can see them face palming. Natsuki must have forgotten that the club isn't all girls anymore. Oh, what's wrong with saying in front of me? Ah, is that so? I'm sorry. I get it. It's uncomfortable to say it in front of a guy. I'm sorry, that means Natsuki is comfortable with me being around. I'm sorry, you must be absolutely terrible if you can't even share your poem today. You don't need to apologize, it's not your fault. I could definitely share tomorrow. She's gonna bring a different poem for tomorrow. Well, even if you aren't well enough to share your poem, would you like to see mine? I wrote it thinking about our argument the other day. I suppose I wanted to show you that I'm more open-minded than I might have appeared. As a way of repenting. I know this is not much, but hopefully this contribute to a reconciliation between us. Although we may have our disagreements, I would like to consider you a friend. And friends forgive each other. Aw. Ooh, I'm sorry if that's presumptuous of me to say. No, it's not presumptuous of you to say that. Because I'd like to consider you a friend too. Aw. So you can hand over that poem then. With a shy smile, Yuri hands a sheet of paper and hands over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads the poem, her eyes widen. You're using rhyme and stuff? Like me? Yeah, it was more rhyme than last time I noticed. You could say that you convinced me to practice adding more lyricism to my poetry. Natsuki looks like she's speechless for once. What about my poem? Thanks, Yuri. It's awesome. There's really no need to thank me. Well, I'm really glad that I got to know you. And I'll definitely have something that'll knock your socks up tomorrow. Then I'll be looking forward to that. I do hope that you feel better tomorrow as well, so that you can share your work with me then. So like, you could probably hand it over right now, but that's okay. Yeah, of course. That was a crisis and a half avoided. I'm really glad that Natsuki and Yuri worked things out, and it seems that Monika and Yuri feel the same way. It's good to see everyone getting along. Now that we are done sharing, though, I have something to discuss with you all. Oh god, what now? Oh wait, it's a festival? There's a great opportunity for expanding the club that's coming up. Oh wait, the new characters, because I know there's new characters in this game. Is this about the festival? You could say that. Did we really have to do something? Oh, this is this conversation from the original game. I'm gonna skip it all. Alright, this might be a little bit different, but Monika just raised her voice, but then she said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. It's just this festival is supporting me, that's all. Ever since I created this club, I've always wanted to show other people. Because the festival never actually happens. Natsuki, Yuri, I met you and both are a little apprehensive when Red joined, right? After all, he was an unfamiliar face. She smiles warmly at me. But look, he's integrating really well. She faces Natsuki. I mean, you two bonded over manga, right? He asked you for recommendations, and from what I can gather, you both share a common interest. Hey, it's not like we bonded or anything, Baka. It was just nice to find someone else who likes manga, that's all. She shoots a look at Yuri. Of course. How silly of me to forget. Anyway, maybe some of these new members might also be manga enthusiasts. Who knows? Surely you'd like to be able to share your passion with other people, right? No. Natsuki shrugs half-heartedly. I suppose that'd be cool, yeah. Monika beams. See, that's exactly my mentality. Wanting to share the things you like with new people. Yeah, I know that. It's just, are there really no other ideas? Remember, poetry performances are a big part of this club. I want to show people what our meetings are really like. That we don't just mess around all the time. If we just give out posters or show them our poems in writing only, it wouldn't be a really fair reflection. Seeing that there's really no way she's going to win this, Natsuki sits back and grumbles, something under the breath. So, what do you think, guys? For me? For us? For you, definitely not. For us? Fine. I still don't think this is a good idea, but fine. I'll do it. Just stop guilt-tripping us. Ew. Thanks, Natsuki. And you, Yuri? Yuri nervously glances at each of our expectant faces. But, Monika, what if people start being inconsiderate and disturb us or laugh? I'm not surprised Yuri is worried about this. Did I say Natsuki? I'm not surprised Yuri is worried about this. Oh, don't worry. If anyone steps out of line, I'll put a swift stop to that. She is starting to glint an eye and never repressed a shiver. I'm just glad she's with us. Yeah, she's scary. Yuri looks somewhat relieved, but it's clear that she's still worried. She swallows and nods. I suppose I really don't have a choice, do I? I shake my head. Okay. Well, brighten my camera up. I'll do it. Yay, that's everyone. Anyway, I think that about does it for today. I moved a little bit over, so I'm a little bit in the... Let's still try and write poems for tomorrow, okay? I know the festival's coming up, but it's been working out nicely the past few days, and I'd like to continue. Tomorrow we'll finalize who's doing what for the festival, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Remember, we have till Monday. It'll be so much fun, I can't wait. We all stand up, packing away our things. However, Monika's voice stops us. Oh, and guys, she pauses, twirling a strand of hair in her hand. This club truly does mean so much to me, and I really appreciate what you're willing to do for it. You guys are the best. In typical fashion, Natsuki just rolls her eyes. Taro smiles timidly while Zio wears a hearty smile. Let's just get over it with. I hope you don't regret this. That's okay, Monika. Nothing to thank us for. We really appreciate what you made for us. Can't help it, catching Yuri muttering under her breath after she says this. I could do this. Yeah, I love it here. We'll get to spread this cozy little place to other people. Finally, for once. Yeah, it's all good, Monica. The two of us begin to walk home. A lot has changed in the past few days. Very few things have changed in the past few days compared to what originally happens in the game. Lost in thought. I don't even notice how quiet Sioi's been until we're almost back home. There's a lot been going on in the club now, eh? I'll bet you're thinking about all your new vice president duties that you have to deal with when the club goes bigger. I don't think that's what's on our mind. Maybe it is, but... yeah. That's what it is. Anything specific on your mind? Not really. Feeling cute. Might go... I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Sorry, did you want to talk? I mean, we don't have to if you're thinking about stuff. No, it's nice talking to you. I was thinking about something from earlier. It's nice that we get to go home together. It's not. Never mind. It's nothing. Sounding a little like Yuri right now. Not really. Oh yeah. Well, I guess I have just one question for you, Red. What's up? Yuri clears his throat before speaking. Let's just say one day Natsuki has to walk home with you. Would you pick me or her? What would you do? What kind of question is that? Kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would obviously walk home with Natsuki. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? I mean, I get to walk with you every day. Natsuki gets a rare chance. Of course I would walk with her. Why does all this make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she just so cute and fun to be around? True. I mean, I guess so, yeah? You admitted it. This has nothing to do with what I said. Besides, what's the point of speculating about something that's never gonna happen? Never say never. I don't know. I guess I just like to think about how different things could be. Why though? Even if I did walk with her, it's not like you'd be replaced or anything. We'd still be friends, right? Yeah. Sure, he looks distant. I see. I can see what's going on. Well, obviously, I've played the game before, but I guess the conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. What I mean is, I know what she's feeling. Why would she ask a question like that? Those are my pills. I don't know. Does walking home with me really mean that much to her? It does, so then I guess I shouldn't take it away from her. Shiori and I part ways without saying another word. I reached my house and opened the door. I'm home. Oh wait, there's no one here. I'm alone, as usual. Talking to myself as if I'm the protagonist of a manga or game. I must be going stir crazy. Mom is still on her business trip. She's never home anymore. I miss her. Aw. But I don't blame her for anything. It's hard enough providing for yourself, let alone a kid. Yeah, finally, like my mom finally getting a job. Since I'm alone, I decided to make an instant meal for dinner. Digging through my cabinets, I find some old soup cups. Some old, good old cup ramen. Or miso soup, sounds good, whatever that is. Unwrap the packaging, pour in some water, and place the meal in the microwave. While it cooks, my mind wanders back to my performance earlier. That daydream is so vivid, so realistic. What daydream? Can I really put off that performance again, but this time in front of a crowd? It wasn't even great in the first place. Just doing it in front of the girls was nerve-wracking. Guess I'm not really used to being around people again. Me, when I'm out with people. Maybe that's it. Think about it, I guess I've been kind of subconsciously isolating myself from people ever since, my parents' divorce. Same. And technically my mom did get divorced, but before it even, in some cases. I wonder when I started shunning myself. Maybe that's what part of why Sierra and I drifted off over the past few years. Wow, this protagonist is literally sounding like me. It wasn't intentional or anything, it just happened. At least, I don't think it was intentional. I'm glad I got to reconnect with her in the literature club. It's given me something to do, something to look forward to that isn't anime or video games. Talking with the girls has made me feel more appreciated. It's a nice feeling, something that's been missing from me ever since the divorce. Me when I get online. Maybe that's why Shiori likes walking home with me. It makes her feel appreciated. Shiori. The more I think about it, the more concerned for her I get. She said some pretty weird stuff. But I guess people have their off days. Maybe she's changed a little bit over the years. Pretty normal, right? I like to think I'd be able to tell if someone's up with her, although given our recent distance, I'm not so sure. Sure, we started talking again, but it's a lost time. Maybe that'll change and we'll get back to how we used to. Beep. I hope. Oh. Hey. Yuri jump. Yuri jump. Monica jump. Natsuki jump. They jump. They jump. All jump. I like how that was my outro in the last episode, because I couldn't figure out anything. I don't know what's going to be this outro either. Because I don't have like a ReZero type outro. I don't know what copyrighted song to use as the outro. I don't really want to use copyrighted songs. But that's the end of this episode of Doki Doki Club, the Blue Skies mod. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. That means you did. And subscribe for more. And sorry if the audio was messed up earlier. I'll fix it if needed. See ya.